alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we celebrate the arrival of the month of spiritual banqueting, the month of physical fasting, of course, the month of Ramadan. I have been requested to consider some of the psychological aspects of fasting and the practices of the month of Ramadan. And in that regard, we are guided by many teachings. For instance, if we look at the famous text Mafatih al-Jinan by Sheikh Abbas Qummi, he implores us to think strategically about the month of Ramadan as a sacred opportunity, something that you would really plan for and monitor the progress as the month passes. Sheikh al-Saduq has narrated from Imam Rada alayhi salam and through Imam Ali alayhi salam that the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that the month that is the best of months is arriving, when he was guiding his companions about the month of Ramadan to arrive. And of course, this is a hadith that we know well, in which it says its days are the best of days, its nights are the best of nights. But from a psychological point of view, I'd like to focus on the conclusion of this hadith, which says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala invites you as his guest and has appointed you as the beneficiary of his generosity. But it raises a question. What kind of meal would it be when the host asks you to fast? Clearly, the sustenance that is to be given, the gift that is to be received, can only be attained through emptying ourselves. Perhaps, therefore, the seed of that gift that is to flower in this month of Ramadan has already been placed within us. What we need to do is to uncover that, to nourish it, to water that seed, so that over the course of the month, we can see the flowering of that gift that has been placed in our hearts. But the question arises, there are so many different things that we have. How can we really think about this from a positive psychology point of view? Well, one of the key aspects that we see in empirical psychology is the power of goal setting, of focusing our motivation. Because those people who do invariably are more successful in whatever they set their mind to. Now, this is well known. But when we apply this idea to the month of Ramadan, we could think of it as entering a spiritual elevator. And of course, we get to choose what button we press. We can press a really high button and aim to go all the way to the top. Or we can press a low button and just get through the month and do the basic things, but still benefit to a modest degree. The question, therefore, is only about the extent of our ambition. An ambition not in an arrogant sense of what I can do. It's not about me. One thing that the month of Ramadan teaches is that it is nothing to do with me. It is, and always has been, about the power that comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is and always has been about Him. This is why in this month, dhikr is very important, remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In particular, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. That there is no strength, there is no power other than Allah, the Exalted, the Almighty. And we will come back to this as we discuss different dimensions of the psychology of fasting.